Jack, when you get a new guy in here like Souley, how do you explain what this game means to someone who's never experienced it before?
Yeah, I think, in a lot of ways you can't really, display the full feel of the emotion in the game without playing in it. You just kind of have to, constantly remind people about how much it means to everybody. The city's going to be jumping. It's just a very important game for the history of Xavier and UC.
Souley, I know that you knew about this game before you got here, but how long after you get on campus and you commit to Xavier does this game become a conversation? Like, when do you start hearing about this?
I started hearing about it when I first got here in the summer, even on my visit, actually. So I know this game means a lot to the university and to the city, so I just know the game means a lot. Obviously, I haven't played in it yet. I haven't experienced it yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait till Saturday.
For both of you guys, who's the guy in the locker room that maybe speaks up before a big game, that sort of rallies the troops, if you will? Like, do you have someone in that locker room that really takes ownership of that speaks up in those moments?
I think it's kind of a collective. We have a unique blend of guys with experience and then also freshmen, and we have a lot of guys who've been through a lot of different situations. Someone who I think really can energize a team is Adam Kunkel, especially going into a game like this. He's a local guy. He kind of knows a little bit more than everybody, and I think he's a great guy to listen to in moments like this.
Jack, last year you got to play in this game for the very first time, and I sort of asked Souley about like people talking to you about it and trying to explain what it is. What's the reality like? What's it actually like to play in the shootout?
Yeah, it's just very high intensity for the full 40 minutes. Even going through warm-ups, there's just a different feel in the arena. It's really hard to describe, but you just know it's different. Everybody's super excited and pumped and just ready to, give it their best.
Souley, what sorts of things has Coach Miller talked to you guys about in relation to this game?
He knows it's the first road game. It's going to be a great test for us. It's going to be the first time this year where everyone is against us. So he just wants us to go in there with an even keel. We want us to go in there poised, knowing that everything's not going to go our way. So we have to stay together, take care of the ball, and just do what we do, and we'll be just fine.
Jack, what do you think the keys are to a game like this? Like, what Xavier wins if it does X, Y, and Z?
Yeah, I think you just have to stay locked in for the full 40 minutes, as Souley just said. Not everything's going to go your way, especially in a road atmosphere. There's going to be some questionable calls. There's going to be a run. Both teams are going to make a run. The crowd's going to be cheering against you, and I think you really just have to stay, really poised. Just kind of focus on your team, stay connected out there. As Sue said, do what we do.
There's been a lot of talk about your defense and how that's still an area that you guys are trying to improve. Where do you feel like you guys are at in that process of cleaning up that end of the floor and really trying to make that a strength that complements your offense?
I feel like it's a work in progress. We know that we can score. We know our team is very talented on that end. But in order for us to win games down the line and just get better, we just have to continue to grow and get better. Right now we're the 80th defense, I believe, or something like that. And we just have to continue to make that number go down. And just me personally, I got to get better. And just as a collective group, we just got to get better and take it more personal and just keep growing in that area.
Souley, I know you're a new guy. It is the Skyline Chili Crosstown Shootout. What are your thoughts on Skyline? Have you given it a go yet?
Man, I don't want nobody get mad at me or nothing, but I don't know. I'm just not a fan of Skyline chili like that, so I don't want nobody to get mad at me though. I'm from California, so I never heard of Skyline chili till I got here.
That's all right, man. It's not for everyone. Jack, I know you're excited to have Souley here, a guy who can play the way he plays and how he really changes his team. But how excited were you when they brought in a guy and you were no longer the oldest guy on the team?
This is actually something I just found out probably like 2 weeks ago.
You don't know how happy he was when he found out about that. He said, "You're the only." He was so juiced. He was so happy, man. That's a great question, though.
It's a good thing though, having a guy like this who's been through college and has the experience that you have and can really relate to you. It's a blessing.